like this, we might be doing this again. Like we might be doing a series on Disney Plus.
I'm not going to answer that.
Like when did you find out that we were going to do a new series?
June 10th, 2020. Yeah.
Ooh.
So, June 10th, 2020, I went from, we're in the middle of COVID. We're all isolating or quarantining, whatever it was. And my wife and I went for a walk, and I came back and had a missed call from Kevin Feige's office. And I thought maybe he was calling to try and do something for COVID, to raise money, awareness, something like that. Because I was convinced it was over, done. And I called him back and he was like, we have some plans. And he shared with me about Spider-Man and about She-Hulk.
Woo!
Yeah. And said, and then after that we'll talk. We don't know. There'll be something, we don't know what it is.
I guess it was the same time.
Yeah. I remember getting off the phone and I was like, I wish I'd asked about Vincent. I didn't know if Vincent knew but he hadn't, because he told me about Spider-Man and She-Hulk for me. So I remember there was a few days, I don't remember how long, it might have been even longer than that, where I was like, I want to tell Vincent, but I don't want to tell him something if he doesn't know yet, or what he's going to know.
So it had to be right around the same time. I'm not sure who learned first, but I remember him saying, telling me about Hawkeye. I got the same call from Feige, and so it was Hawkeye and multiple series, is what I was told. Yeah.
So then, after that, my wife was watching me on the phone, like excited. And I remember, after that, 2 months went by, and I heard nothing from anyone. To the point when, at one point, my wife was like, are you sure? did he definitely say that?
It's interesting because, Charlie and I obviously have been through a lot with these characters, because of how amazing you guys reacted to the Netflix series. So we keep getting these wonderful gifts now from Marvel, where they're very into doing this now and supporting us 100%. These guys are incredible to work for. They proved themselves again during the production of Born Again, where they were just incredibly off the charts supportive to us personally and our needs. And so there's that. But back then, when we first found out, because I always thought they would come after Gina, right?
Yeah, we had disagreements about
He
it.
thought I was delusional.
We'd speak on the phone, and Vincent would be like, they're gonna call to do something. And I'd get off the phone and be like, that guy is crazy. Let it go, he's gonna let it go, it's over.
Yeah. But back then, it was all kind of new to us, and we had there was a long gap between, I guess what we're talking about is a long gap between the end of the Netflix series and this kind of conversation. They would call us and we'd start to talk.
Well, we finished shooting, I think, the third season in 2017, maybe the beginning of 2018.
Yeah.
And so this is 2020, it's a long time.
We were a little uneasy about whether we should speak to each other about any news that we got at all. I know this about Charlie, we both wanted to speak to each other. And but we didn't know if it was appropriate, we didn't know if we could get in trouble, we didn't know anything. But now we don't give a shit, we just tell everybody everything whenever it comes up. But back then, we had to ease into this thing because we're still navigating the secrecy of Marvel. So now they tell us as little as possible. But we went through a big, long process.
Yeah. I mean, it's wild to be we've been part of this show, playing these characters for 10 years, but we've just shot season 1 again. You know, it's kind of weird to be like, most shows that are still on, running after 10 years, you're at the end, it's over. And we're kind of at the end, but also starting again. Yeah. I wonder how old I'm going to be. Like, Daredevil and Silver still trying to kick ass.
I'm curious, with the end, like, and I don't know what you can say, this is where I try to see if I can get some information, but does it acknowledge the Disney Plus series and how it is season 1? Does it, like, acknowledge the time since the Netflix series, like, or I guess how, you know what I mean?
Well, that we can't.